Hey, James.
I'm kind of thirsty. Could you get me a drink?
Yeah.
Oh wait, come back for a minute. Have I ever told you a story about the wrench killer?
No, I don't think you have.
Well, just listen.
I was on my way to the crime scene of the first case I've had in a while, and certainly the most violent. On the scene, I observed a strange antenna-like thing. There was also a box, probably his outer skull, that showed that he'd been hit from behind. The victim also used a crutch. On the couch lay a blood-covered wrench. I assumed this was the murder weapon and took it back to the lab for analysis. I figured that a good thing to do was go and examine the body, since I did not manage to get a close look at it on the crime scene. Just as I had suspected, there was a concussion on the inner skull of his head. Back in my crowded office, I was reviewing the case files. I came across something that led me to the mechanic's garage down the street. The only paid mechanic was working when I got there. I told her that I needed to question her back at the station. She agreed to come. The interview went more or less as expected. I didn't learn much new from it, though. After it was over, I told her to get out, and she simply got up and left. There was one other suspect along with the mechanic. She happened to be the richest person in town. I had set up a rendezvous point here. I sat down, ordered a beer, and started questioning her. The bartender must have put something in the beer, because when I drank it, I started to feel funny and stumbled when I walked. That's when the bartender held out a clear bottle with a liquid in it, the antidote to whatever poison he'd put in my drink. After a long chase, ended by the rich lady, when she gave the bartender a good slap, he was arrested. Another interrogation followed. The bartender wouldn't budge. He almost said that he was working for someone, but shut up after someone and said that he'd said too much. I got aggressive, so I asked him if he'd like to do this the hard way or the easy way. Hard he chose, so I played hard. That's when it happened again. I came to the crime scene. I was dismayed that the victim this time was the rich lady I had met at the bar the day before. She was killed much the same way that Boxhead Man was murdered, a blow to the head with a wrench. I was back in my office again. I had a visitor, the mechanic. She pulled out her wrench saying, "Have fun in heaven." I swung around and tackled her. That was the moment I realized she was the wrench killer. She tried several more times to escape, but I was too good. Finally, I knocked her out with the wrench. That was the end of it.
That's the story of how I caught the wrench killer.
That's some story you got there. Here.
Thanks, Bailey.